Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 31 of Cardano Ecosystem News. My name's Timmy, and we have a really educational episode for you today. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff, a mix of NFT stuff at the end, but then a lot of general Cardano ecosystem stuff up front. I think you're really going to like it, no matter where your interests lie. In fact, the first project that we have for you today is called BuiltOnCardano. Their website is BuiltOnCardano.com, and it's a pretty amazing ecosystem explorer. They've got dozens, if not, I think maybe even hundreds of Cardano projects that are building on the ecosystem, and some that have already launched, and they've tagged all of the projects. And so SundaeSwap and MuesliSwap are tagged as DEXs, but they're also tagged as yield farming. And SundaeSwap is tagged as an AMM, an automatic market maker, whereas MuesliSwap is an order book style exchange. All of this is tagged, and you can see related projects based on all of the tags. It's super cool. I spent a lot of time in here last night and earlier today, and it's just a really cool tool to learn about the ecosystem. Now, we're also going to be diving into a project that I found on BuiltOnCardano.com today. It's Cardano Blockchain Insights, and it's so amazing. It's got so many insights and statistics about the Cardano ecosystem. It tells you how many transactions are happening per day, how many new wallets are being created per day, but also how many NFT projects are launching per day and how many NFTs themselves, individual NFTs, are being created per day. It also has a really cool stat I'll show you, which compares the energy usage of Cardano to Bitcoin, and you're going to want to see what those numbers look like. It's a very good story for Cardano. So that's all part of our first story today about BuiltOnCardano.com. Our second story today is actually a look at what's quickly becoming one of my favorite kind of creative NFT projects. It's called BlockOwls. And now they haven't paid for any promotion. I haven't even spoken to the creator yet. I'd love to get in touch with them. And so if you're interested in BlockOwls, and you want to help the channel, jump into their Discord. Let them know Timmy from Cardano Ecosystem News sent you. I'd love to get in touch with them and see if we can maybe do something together, maybe an interview, or maybe we can showcase some of their upcoming work. BlockOwls has an amazing story and really high production value. It's created by this person, Kent, who is a professional animator and actually runs an animation studio. So it's very high quality. I think you're going to want to check out this kind of more of a slow burn kind of project. They're not doing a big metaverse announcement. They're growing organically, and it's just really beautiful stuff. My top 10 for sure. Maybe even one of my top 5 projects for the month of February anyway. So it's called BlockOwls, and they just released some big news that you can now upgrade your BlockOwl NFT. You can add animation and sound to the thumbnail, and it's just totally cool. We'll get you up to speed on BlockOwls as part of our second story today. So that's the big plan today, BuiltOnCardano.com, then Cardano Blockchain Insights, which is statistics about the ecosystem, and then BlockOwls to wrap it all up. I'll remind you as well, we launched the Tim1 staking pool last week, about 7 days ago. And since then, we've actually doubled our staking. So thank you everyone who has staked with Tim1 so far. We've successfully doubled the staking amount. And actually, the SundaeSwap ISPO is ending next week. So if anyone is considering, moving their staking to maybe a smaller pool, a single pool operator, we only have Tim1. Tim1 is the only staking pool we're operating. And so I would love if anyone would consider staking with us. And as I promised, in March, we're going to be doing a big NFT giveaway to all of our stakers. Anyone who has staked more than, I'm thinking 100 ADA, will be able to get all kinds of NFTs. We've got Makasi NFTs, we got Handies, we got ADA Ape Society. I'm going to be giving away some ADA Apes. We got so many more. It's hard to remember. Shelter Pets. So we're going to be giving away a ton of NFTs in March. And so I encourage you to consider staking with Tim1. That really helps me. It really helps the channel. And I would be very grateful. Okay, so that's our plan for today. Let's go ahead and jump right in. just a regular show today, and then I think I'm going to try and do a live stream this weekend. I did an interview with Jay Crypto, which was pretty good, but I had some technical issues, with the motion capture technology. So I want to practice one more time, maybe on my own, before taking Jay Crypto's time again. I might do a live stream on this show, on our channel here, maybe on Saturday afternoon. We'll see. So keep your eye out for that. It should be a lot of fun. All right. Well, go ahead and hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell notification icon if you don't want to miss any future episodes. Let's jump in. Meow. The first story that I really need to share with you today is actually a follow-up story. It's all about BuiltOnCardano.com. And we actually covered these guys about 2 months ago now, maybe a month and a half ago, and they used to release these beautiful diagrams, these beautiful charts that listed and showed all of the projects that were being built on Cardano. And they would release a new one every epoch, so every 5 days. But since then, they've really gone and blown out their homepage, and it's at BuiltOnCardano.com. The Twitter feed is at Cardano Built. I've just followed them today because they've really done a pretty good job. It's a really great site. BuiltOnCardano.com. This is what it looks like. And when you land here, you can search for a project, or you can use one of these 6 high-level categories here. And so that's what I was doing yesterday and kind of exploring over the weekend, and I really went down the rabbit hole. I want to start by showing you what happened when I clicked on DEX. And so this is showing all of the decentralized exchanges that are building on Cardano. And some of them certainly have already launched. Other ones are about to launch. And they've got an explanation here. What is a DEX, if anyone's wondering? So they talk about a decentralized exchange and how it's different from a centralized exchange. But then they've listed all of our favorite DEXs over here. Sunday Swap, of course. But then you've got, Genius Yield, which is a big favorite of mine. I hope to be talking about them again soon in more detail. Muesli Swap, Min Swap, they're all here. But what's really cool is they've tagged each of the projects. You can see here. And so Sunday Swap is tagged as DeFi and yield farming, DEX, also swaps, and AMM. So AMM is automatic market maker, I believe. And so when you click that, you can see there, automated market maker. And so it explains what is an AMM here. But then on the right, you can see all of the AMM projects. And how cool is that? You can see that the count here is 13. So it's telling us there's 13 projects tagged AMM, representing 3% of the ecosystem. And so this is a style of exchange. And so it's very popular. Sunday Swap is using this, ErgoDex, Ada Swap, on and on, Ardana. And so, there's some other ones that I haven't really looked at much. Finance, B58, Yay Swap. So it's going to be fun over the next few days and weeks to explore in more detail. But now if we go back to DEX and take a look at another favorite DEX of ours, Muesli Swap. And Muesli Swap is not an AMM, it's an order book style of DEX. And so that's, we've talked about order books and kind of the level 2 depth charts before. And here they talk about what does it really mean to be an order book style of DEX. And they've got Muesli Swap, Yay Swap, and ErgoDex listed there. So that's pretty cool. Then on the top left, there's all these related terms. So other keywords that you can click on to just explore more. CLMM, which is concentrated liquidity market maker. So you've got MetaDex, Genius, and Ergo under this category. DeFi, borrowing. Borrowing is pretty cool. What are all the borrowing platforms and lending platforms that are going to be coming out? So you can see they've got 9 listed here. A-Starter, Revuto. Yeah, Revuto is pretty popular. Liquid, of course, we know about. And Meld. And so that's really, really cool. I was taking a look at launch pads earlier, and I kind of went down the rabbit hole on Flick2. We're actually going to talk about Flick2 more in an upcoming episode. It's a pretty cool product, a pretty cool project, and I actually discovered them a few weeks ago, but I want to dive into them a little bit more, maybe in the next episode, maybe sometime next week. But you've got all the other ones here, Card Starter, obviously, OccamFi, A-Starter, on and on and on. But what I want to do now is actually show you a different thing I found. I clicked the Explorer tab, and this is showing you all the Cardano Ecosystem Explorers. Explorers just like the one that we're looking at right now. And certainly there's this one that stood out to me, Pool.pm. We're on here all the time, and it says here, Pool.pm is a real-time data visualization of block rewards, but it really shows you all the NFTs that are being created in real time. And then I noticed there's a real-time tag here. How cool is that? So I clicked real-time, and they've got 16 projects tagged real-time. I'm going to have to take a look at all of these. The Grafana dashboard is pretty cool. I'm very familiar with Grafana, so I'd love to look at that some more. Cardano countdown tool, counting the time left in the current epoch. Pool Peak, Ada Pools, Ada Tools, we use those quite a bit for the TIM1 staking pool. For everyone who's not familiar, we just launched TIM1 last week, and the Sunday Swap ICO is finishing this week, next week. And so over the next few days, if you decide to stake on a different pool, please consider TIM1. It really helps the channel out. But I was taking a look here, and I found under Explorer. They've got 21 Explorers, and one I just absolutely loved was Cardano Blockchain Insights. And we're actually going to dive into this one a little bit more now. You can hit Explore at the top right. I'll show you that one more time. I went Explorer. I found one I was interested in here, and then I hit Explore, and that takes you to this kind of more detailed page. You can get a bigger description of what they do, or click the website link here, the home. That takes you to the home of the project. And this project is something else. So it's built by Matinito. I'm not sure how to pronounce their name right, but they run the Cardano fans stake pool. And I think their Twitter feed here is at Mati Winnetou. And so I'm not sure if the name is Mati, maybe it is Mati or Matt. I think it's a man. I think I've definitely heard them talk on a Twitter space before. I'm not sure what pronoun they use, but I'm going to try and use they just because I'm not sure. But I'm trying to get in touch with Mati, actually. If anyone knows him, I followed him, but hoping that he'll reach out to me, they'll reach out to me so that I can get in touch and learn more about this really, really cool project that they've built. And so it's called Cardano Blockchain Insights. And look at this. This is the high-level dashboard, but we're going to get into some of these in detail. First of all, you can see the number of ADA wallets that are being created here. And we just recently passed 3 million, right? On February 2nd, we were at 2.9, and then we popped over on February 3rd, 3 million total wallets. So cool. We're still above 70% of total ADA staked, right? 70.5 as of today. Number new wallets per day, started to tick up a little bit, right? 400 more wallets created today than were created yesterday. 4,400 wallets were created today. Just unreal. Is it? Yeah, that's unreal. I like this one, which must be pretty new. This is DeFi. How much USD, how many US dollars are locked into Cardano-related DeFi protocols? And you can see this just started on the 22nd of January. I think that might have been right when Sunday Swap launched. And so now you can see, we want to see this start trending up, which is showing Cardano being used for DeFi. You can see the number of transactions and payments happening per day. And look at this huge uptick from February 2nd, starting to come back up. That's beautiful to see. The number of native tokens, we've had more than 3.2 million native tokens created on Cardano. I think that's NFTs and fungible tokens, but we'll show you a bit more of that in detail. The volume per day is super important, right? This is another good indicator of utility, but that's in USD. And so it's interesting to see the volume increasing as the price has been going down. That's quite powerful. And then I saved kind of the best for last. I absolutely love this speedometer here that shows the load over the last 24 hours. And you see we're just about to tick into the green. So we're coming out, it was around 95 for a while there, which is squarely in the red. We've come down to the orange, and a few more percent and we'll be back into green territory. The congestion, the load is definitely coming down. I've noticed that myself in trades that I've been doing today. And so that's the high-level summary, but it goes into so much more detail. You can really see how many wallets are actually delegating, right? What is the average amount of ADA delegated per wallet, right? As we create more wallets and as ADA gets more distributed, the amount of ADA per wallet decreases, and you can see that here. One thing I found interesting was the percent of wallets that are staking. Only 37% of wallets are staking. Now, I think a lot of that is because, some wallets are being used, maybe just for scripts, and so that they don't have to stake, although they can now, I understand. Other wallets are just for NFTs, and they might only have 5 or 10 or 15 ADA in them. And so they're not really staking because they're just being used for NFTs. And there's a bunch of other reasons, but, this is showing that 63% of wallets are not staking. They're just not collecting rewards. Number of wallets per day is also super cool. He's got a section here around delegation per epoch. So the average number of wallets receiving rewards from a stake pool, it's not that large. I mean, it's 974 average wallets, interesting, from each epoch from a stake pool. So each stake pool on average has around 974 delegators, I think is what this is saying. So you can see how many rewards are happening per epoch. So in the last epoch, 15 million US dollars were given away as rewards. How amazing is that? 15 million USD were given away as rewards just for staking. They've got really, really cool charts here around transactions. We've just ticked over 30 million transactions for Cardano. I think that was a couple days ago as well, right? February 5th, just ticked over 30 million. And then you can see transactions and payments per day. And this is powerful because with Cardano, a single transaction can have multiple payments, many, many payments. And so it's important to be tracking this red line, which is almost half a million payments every single day. Absolutely unbelievable. And then active addresses, right? We want to see this start to come up to be sure. He's got a section here around stake pools. One thing I noticed was that the number of stake pools is starting to flatten out, which is pretty interesting. I think it's because, there's quite a debate happening now that it's really hard to create a new stake pool because of kind of network effects, but also these ISOs and ISPOs. A lot of people have been creating stake pools and shutting them down. And so, yeah, it's interesting to see this flattening out now. And then you can see what percentage of stake pools actually have stake. And then which percentage are producing blocks. Now, I thought this was interesting because this says, only about 35% of stake pools are actually creating blocks. And you can see there's a whole bunch of stake pools that have no stake at all, over 180 there, it shows. So tons of really, really cool information about stake pools. What version are most of the stake pools on? And so you can see that here. 1.330 is definitely the most popular version right now, which is good. I think that was the last major release. I think we're expecting a new one soon, though. So we'll see how quickly people adopt the next major version of Cardano here. You can see the ledger size. This is pretty cool. How big is the Cardano ledger size in bytes, right? And so this is showing 34 billion bytes. Which is super, super cool. Yeah, I could just go on and on. There was a bunch of other stuff here I saw around network health. This is the Nakamoto coefficient. But I really like this, which is the network energy usage. Take a look at this. It's got some Bitcoin data down here. And so Bitcoin is using 131 TWH per year, which I think might be terawatts. And that's more than the country of Ukraine and more than the country of Norway. Bitcoin is using more of those. It's using almost as much as Egypt and almost as much as Poland. And so then on the right here, they have how more times efficient is Cardano versus Bitcoin. And so Cardano is 47,000 times more efficient than than Bitcoin. Cardano is 47,000 times more efficient than Bitcoin. Let me make sure that's clear. Absolutely huge number. I mean, if Cardano was 47 times more efficient, that would be something. If it was 400 times more efficient, that would be something. 4,000 would be amazing. It's 47,000 times more efficient, if I'm reading this right, which is totally wild. And the way he's done this is he looked at how many pools are there, how much usage does it take per pool, per day, and then per year, and kind of built it out from there. Just absolutely amazing. How many blocks are being created per epoch? And then what is the geographic distribution of the stake pool relays? So this is really, really interesting. We want to make sure that there's stake pools all over the world, right, in different parts of the country. And you can see that here. You can zoom in and see we've got a whole bunch here in America, but also tons down here in Central America, and then a bunch over here in Europe. Not too many down here in Africa. So it'd be great to see more. There's a couple in Nigeria and Ghana, Ethiopia. Just absolutely amazing. China and Russia. So I thought this was really, really cool. Then you can filter like, okay, well, what countries have, active relays? You can see it as a circle graph here. What percentage has which ones? US right now has 35%, but then Germany has 24%, it's saying, of active relays. How cool is that? And then here you've got it per cloud provider. 20% of the relays are on AWS, and then that's the biggest one. And then you've got DigitalOcean next, then Hetzner Online, which is a German one, it looks like. Contabo, which looks to be maybe another German one, and then other. And so this will probably be all the independents here, which is concerning, right? If only 25% of the stake pools are kind of independent, not on a cloud provider, which is not the greatest. Google at 6%, AWS at 21%. Really, really interesting. So take a look at that. Just tons of information here. Smart contract, how many Plutus scripts exist each day. And so, it's trending up. We had 1,200 yesterday, and the day before that, 1213 to 1236. So we created 23 new Plutus scripts there. Social, so this is looking at the Cardano Reddit. How many new subscribers is it getting per day? And then Telegram, he's got all kinds of stuff. Facebook here, how many new people are joining Twitter, IOHK per epoch, how many people are joining the foundation per epoch. Super, super cool. Hasn't held anything back. This was interesting. This is a price prediction. So it's showing the current price and then the actual predicted price. And I was trying to figure out how that's done. And it says it's being done by neuroprofit.com. So I'll have to dive into that a little bit later. But it'll be interesting to see, they've kind of got this average line here, right? It looks to be matching it pretty good. But somehow it just starts to shoot up. And I wonder what data it's using to get this upward velocity here. We'll have to dive into that a little bit more. You can choose the date range up here. I wonder what happens if we add another year or two. Let's give that a test here. Okay. With a little bit more data, it seems to we lost the prediction for one, so that's interesting. Just tons of stuff here. Coin shares, volume per day is definitely an important one to look at. So we can see how much of the Cardano network has in volume per day in US dollars. And then I was taking a look at this. I wanted to show you the Catalyst area. So this is showing us like how many wallets are actually participating in Catalyst. So it's showing us that 44,000 people participated in Catalyst voting for the latest round, round 6. And I think they do maybe 3 rounds per year, maybe 4 rounds per year. So that's pretty impressive, 44,000 voters. It's really increased, right? Projects funded, 151 projects were funded in this last round. That's pretty amazing. If you have a Cardano project that you want to do, definitely you should be considering Catalyst. It's not vaporware. 151 projects actually got funded, and this is the cumulative number. And so in all time, 305 were funded, but half of those were funded just in the latest round a couple months ago. I think round 6 ended, and so that's pretty cool that it's really, really starting to accelerate. They've got a section here which looks at like all the different they have like these categories for each funding round, these kind of like different goals. And what's cool is the Catalyst community decides what the goals are, and then people propose projects against those goals. And so there's a whole section for emerging threat alarm and distributed decision making. And what's cool is you can see how many proposed and how many got funded, right? And so for this one, emerging threat alarms, there were 9 proposals, 3 got funded, right? For disaster when all is at stake, 10 proposals, 5 got funded. So, I mean, the numbers are pretty decent. We got a lot of, like, for DApp integrations, 10% of those got funded. Really, really, really cool. What's the chance of a project to receive a grant within a category? You can see that as a percentage here. Absolutely amazing. Wealth distribution is really, really important. So we want to see, like, is Cardano being accumulated all by the whales and kind of the rich getting richer? Or are we starting to see, regular people, new people starting to pick up more and more ADA? And one thing I noticed here is, like, if you look at, like, some of these higher level categories, Piranha and Octopus, right? This dark green and cyan blue, aqua blue, they kind of disappear, right? You see this blue and this green here, but then around, like, I guess right here around Epoch 281, they're barely showing up, right? 1%. And then, now it's even less. You can see it here. They're like less than half, 0.6% for Octopus there. So the really high level of whales are definitely starting to decrease, and more of that is coming to, like, the other people. Shell, right? Or actually, let's look at Plankton. Plankton has, less than 1 ADA, yeah. So there's still a lot of those, of course, dust wallets. But I thought this was pretty healthy. And then there's more here around, what percentage is in each of those categories, and so on and so on. An important one is the treasury. So is the Cardano treasury gaining ADA? Is it gaining US dollars? Because we want to make sure that Cardano is well funded. There's developers, there's teams working on Cardano, there's Catalyst, there's all kinds of stuff. So we want to see a healthy treasury, and it looks like this is added per epoch. And so each epoch they're adding about 6 million ADA to the treasury, if I'm reading this correctly. 6.1, basically 6.2 million ADA were added in epoch 317 to the ADA, to the Cardano treasury, which is super, super important. Development per day. So how many GitHub commits, how many GitHub pushes are happening, how much is and how fast is Cardano improving. So you can see all of that here. The stars, very, very cool. That's interesting. Commits to author here. And then just on the last one here, native assets per day. And so you can see we have over 3 million native tokens. And this is a mix of fungible and non-fungible, so NFTs. But then they've got the breakdown down here. So you can see that NFT projects, over 4,000 over the last couple of days. And then the number of token policies I was looking at, on February 6th, there were 45,282. The day before that, 40,164. So that's a difference of 120. 120 new token policies in just 24 hours. And same again here, 120 from Friday to Saturday, new token policies. So that's new NFT projects or other projects that have to have token policies, native asset policies on Cardano. 120 every day for a few days in a row. Some days it's even higher than that. So, very, very healthy, just very, very amazing project here. Cardano Blockchain Insights by Mati Winnetow. Just amazing work. Big shout out. And I discovered this on this really cool BuiltOnCardano.com tool. I could spend all day in here. There's this whole NFT section here showing NFT projects, marketplaces, art. So art-based NFTs, Cardano comics, so cool. ADA fractals, low poly, But yeah, so just amazing, amazing stuff. Dev tools are here, Cardano CLI, Cardano Wallet. Is BlockFrost here? Big fan of BlockFrost. The developer portal, the testnet faucet. Jeez. BuiltOnCardano.com at Cardano Built. I hope you can enjoy it. I could spend all day in here. So this next project I have for you is something truly special. You can already see by what you're looking at on the screen. It's called BlockOwls. And this is an amazing project. It's quickly becoming definitely one of my top 10, maybe even one of my top 5 projects. It's super creative, super high quality, and you're really going to want to watch the next few minutes. I'm going to show you some pretty cool stuff. And I think I want to start with the teaser video because this is what brought me into the project. I saw this video on Twitter, and just quickly, their Twitter is at BlockOwls. Plain and simple, at BlockOwls. Their website is blockowls.io. And let's just take a look at this video. I think I'll try and turn on my sound, and let's see if we can pull this off. And hopefully the music is okay, but let's see.
Stars up above me, stars in my eyes, fire below me, starting to rise. I'm my own captain, hanging on tight tonight.
Wow.
Just to try and turn back the time. I've never been this old in my life. Load up my spaceship, tear through the sky, I might
Jeez.
leave regrets and wishes and hopes and bets. And wondering what would happen. Think I'll leave it all behind.
I love it. I love the music choice, the high quality animation. Look at the render quality. BlockOwls by C Toy, and actually the project name, the project creator's name is Kent. Absolutely beautiful. I think this is an earlier video, the second one I'm about to show you, and this shows the process of actually capturing a block owl. How do these block owls get captured in the first place? Let's take a look at this one. Oh, he detected one. There he is. He's gonna try and grab it. Here he goes. There you go. And then he's done. He flies away. Very cool. I would recommend you guys go to their website, blockowls.io. On the welcome page, you'll see a link to the teaser videos. Watch these on your own where I'm not doing any annoying commentary, and you'll love it. Really, really high quality stuff. And so there's a section on their website that gets into the whole story. Oh, and I just want to say, this isn't sponsored at all. I haven't talked to the project creators. There's been no donation. They haven't paid anything or even donated any NFTs. This is just one that I really believe in right now. I'm really excited for this project. They have a story that talks about, where these block owls came from, and it's a super rich story, super well done. And then you can explore the different block owls. We'll do that in a minute, but I want to show you actually first a few more examples of the actual block owl art. And so they've got, they're already listed on JPG Store. Right now the floor is 170 ADA, and you can see what they look like here. These are some of the block owls. I'm a big fan of Iris. You can see Iris here. And then it glitches, and then it comes back. How beautiful is that? But just look at the quality of this video, of this animation. And there's Clay, or C-Toy there. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful work. I haven't seen anything like it. And I love this 3D style. Let's take a look at UniC. I actually just finished buying UniC. I own about 7 or 8 of these now. I've just kept buying them. I started buying them 2 weeks ago, bought a couple more last week. Oh, wow, that one gets round. So this is what they look like. I bought Elion too, which, kind of felt like Elon a bit to me. See if I can find it. This one here, Elion, which, at first I thought it was Elon, but it's Elion. I love the reflection on that cube. These are so cool. But they just released an ability actually to upgrade your owl. So at the beginning, in your wallet, it was just a still image. So the owl itself was an animation, but the wallet preview was a still image. They fixed that now, and now it'll actually animate in your wallet. So in Nami Wallet or whatever, CC Vault, or whichever wallet program I think you're using, but definitely those two, it'll actually be animated, which is pretty cool. And they also added sound. And so I want to show you that now. These are some of the ones that I own. And you can see I upgraded this one here. So I wanted to show you that the old ones look like this here. And then the upgraded ones have this here. And you can upgrade them. It only costs 1.5 ADA to upgrade. So if you get one of these ones, you can get it, receive it, and then send it to them with 1.5 ADA. And they'll send you back an animated one with sound. Let's take a look at that. So this is mine here. Let me just rewind it a bit and turn up the sound. There. How cool is that? Hey, little buddy. This is Hogs. Hogs number 40. And so it's a pretty common one. And so this is number 40 of Hogs. I think each one has a number. Let me actually double check that. This is, it says, yeah. You can see, I've got the same one running here. Let me pause these. There we go. Yeah, and so, that had number 40. I think this is just the name of like that collection. And so this is a different Hogs one here. Absolutely beautiful art. I've also got Flova. We can take a look at the Flova one now. And so you can see that here. Jumps up to the top. I really, really like this one. But you can see that this one doesn't have sound because I haven't upgraded it yet. So if I pay the 1.5 ADA, I can upgrade. Look at the beautiful material there. Wow, I really love the texture and the material, the metallic quality to the petals on top. Absolutely. F-Lova, I guess. F-Lova. Absolutely beautiful. I'm a big fan of this quality. And so if I wanted to, and I probably will, I just haven't had time yet, you can go into the upgrade section of their website, and they send 3 ADA and the BlockOwl to this address, and then they'll send back around 1.5 ADA, so you only lose 1.5 ADA, and an upgraded BlockOwl. They'll send it back. And I did it. It only took, a few minutes. It was maybe 15, 20 minutes. There was no congestion today, and so it was pretty easy to do. And so I was really, really happy with that. Make sure you choose the right address, because they have two separate collections. They have a Hydra collection and a Tiger collection. So you're definitely going to want to do it for the Hydra collection if that's the one you get. But make sure you do it to the right address. It's all here on the upgrade page of their website. So that's pretty cool. And then I wanted to show you the rarities. So you can see that, I had two of the same one, right? You see how I have 2 Hogs and I have 2 Eleons? And that's because, for certain rarities, they created more than one. And so for the common rarity, there's 128 of each of these. And so there's 128 Uni-Cs, and there's 128 cheese ones. But then I think I have a lot of the uncommon. And so there's 84 of those. So Eleon, there'll be 84 Eleons ever made. And so I've got I think two Eleons. He's got listed here the software that was used to make it and more of the attributes. But then if you get up into the rarities, you can see some of these legendaries, only 8 were ever created. Wow, ouch. How cool is that? Spikes. I love it when they fly up. And then there's Mythic as well, and there's only one of these. So there's only ever going to be one Frost BlockOwl. Wow, Snowball. Look at the frost on the glass. They didn't have to do that. So cool. The frost on the glass just really puts me over the top. Ada, that's pretty cool. An Ada BlockOwl. Wow, this one's like totally high energy, just like Ada. Very, very cool. Wow, look at this one. It says bad. Only one of these ever made. Jeez, look at these mythics, how they have the different glass effects. Did the legendaries have that? No, I think it's like only the mythics. Well, this one has a little bit something going on here. Trude. Yeah, interesting. Just beautiful. Oh, wow, look at the way he splits up into multiple pieces. Let's watch that one more time. There. Wow, very cool. So I think these are beautiful, and they've got a roadmap. They're going to be creating a few more collections. So this is the Hydra collection that we've just been watching, but they've got another collection coming. They say in Q1, so this month or next month, a Plutus collection, then a C#1 collection. Reminds me of Elon Musk's name for his son, I think. I think it's his son. But then on and on, they've got a whole other thing, BlockOwls Unchained, coming later this year. Because remember, these ones that we've been looking at all have chains on them. Did you notice how the BlockOwls are chained? And you remember that video I showed you, how the BlockOwls actually got captured? So these ones are chained, but later in the roadmap, they have Unchained. Then in 2023, the Invasion. But then later in 2023, this really threw me over the fence. BlockOwls The Battle. Now that's interesting, and I have no idea if this means a play-to-earn game, but that's interesting that potentially there could be a play-to-earn game, and that could be a way to give utility. And so if you're one of the ones like me, if you're getting early in onto this project, then maybe, later in 2023, right, it's going to be a while, but that's fine with me. There maybe, I don't know what the Invasion means, but if it means a play-to-earn game or the battle, I would be really, really excited about that. They have said that they're looking for ways to continue to add value. And so Kent is the creative director and the motion designer. And one thing I really liked, let me zoom in a little bit here, is Kent says he's got over 15 years of experience as a professional motion designer, and is currently running a successful animation studio that's worked on projects for some of the largest brands in the world. So it's a very professional, very high caliber person here, Kent, who's behind this project. 15 years of experience and currently running a successful animation studio, which gives me encouragement, right? That gives me encouragement that, he probably is well balanced, and if the collection doesn't sell out right away, it's not like Kent is going to close up shop. He said that this is a personal project. It's his contribution to the Cardano ecosystem. So I kind of like that. I like the way it's kind of set up there. There's an FAQ where you can get more information about the project. But then let's also jump over to their Discord quickly. In the announcements channel, they announced that they're doing a contest. There's still 5 more days left, and they're asking anyone to create concepts for new BlockOwls. There's one here with a tank, a lightning bolt. I saw one with money bags. Yeah, this one here. So this is all community art created by the fans of the project, and they've been putting all of their art in one of the channels here. Design contest has a bunch of information. Design your owl. I think there's been a whole bunch of submissions in here. People doing totally wild stuff, a laser owl. So the community is having a lot of fun with this project, which is one of the things I love to see. And it feels like a very positive community. I feel like I gel really well. I haven't chatted a whole lot yet, but I've been lurking. I've been lurking in their channel for a few weeks now. They might not know, but I'm going to start to participate a little bit more because I'm really, really digging this project. And then let me just quickly show you the sneak peeks section. There's a story section here. But where was the sneak peek section here? Why is it always when I'm recording I can't find what I need to? There it is. So in the sneak peek section, there's a video here of a bunch of the BlockOwls. I think some of these might be new. Wow, there's a Bitcoin one. Let's watch that one more time. Super cool. Super cool. Breakfast. Let's watch this one. Ah. Look at that nice wooden post for breakfast, buddy. Very cool. I just love it. I just love it. These are so cool. This one I was looking at earlier. This one's nice. I like the kind of threaded yarn. Oh, the eyeball. Oh, geez. Let's turn that off. Poor guy. So yeah, this is really, really fun. Check it out. It's called BlockOwls. The Twitter feed is @BlockOwls. The website is blockowls.io. I'm a big fan. Check out the teaser videos, and I'll probably see you in their Discord. If you can, if you're interested, drop into their Discord, drop into their general chat. Let them know Timmy sent you. I'd love to maybe have them on for an interview or maybe just do some kind of collaboration with this project. So if you'd like to help out the channel, I'd love it if you could maybe jump into their general chat. Let them know Timmy from Cardano Ecosystem News sent you. And if you do that, hopefully I'll see you in here. And I'll be able to, you and I can chat as well if I see you in here. So that's the project, BlockOwls, and that's our episode for today. So we showed you a lot about BlockOwls, and then we also showed you the BuiltOnCardano, BuiltOnCardano.com Explorer with dozens and dozens, hundreds I think now, of Cardano projects. Check out BuiltOnCardano.com. And that's our episode. I hope you like it. We're going to do a couple more live streams. I think I'm going to do my first actual live stream on the channel. I'd like to do that this upcoming weekend, and so we'll see if I can pull that off Saturday or Sunday. And I want to do another collab with Jay Crypto. So look for that. Jay Crypto actually interviewed me yesterday. So check out his channel, Jay Crypto on YouTube. You can see a fun interview that he and I did together. But we're going to do more collabs. And I'm going to try to do a solo live stream on the channel just to work out my motion capture a little bit next weekend, I think. So that's the show. I hope you have a great week. And thank you for watching. Meow.